Okay. Did that yesterday, okay. Time to redo what I did before the crash. Aye. Oh, it's in here. So much damage. Oh, capture the darn thing already.
しゃ敵は残り少ないぞ。ターニッシュ。こちらが有利ね。こちらが有利ね。見てなって。さあ行くぞ。勝てるよね。カーディッシュ。こちらが有利ね。さあ行くぞ。僕の出番だ。カーディッシュ。相手はあちらだけね。どう決めよっかな。お前で最後だ。キュア。これで最後だ。カーディッシュ。お宝ちょうだい。
I should have probably used that battle to use the cards. I'll accept this.
僕の出番だ。こちらが有利ね。お互いちょうだい。甘く見るなよ。相手はあちらだけど。ライトアロー。気の毒だけど日々勉強よ。
Okay. Didn't crash this time. It's awesome. You run out of it. So we're gonna save. What's your name, little fella? Huh? You can tell me. Chattero, Charity, Artie. Artie. Good boy, Artie. Oh, but there was that giant plant monster in the mountain at our path as well, wasn't there? Ah, I'm sure I'll run into it again. Okay. A page has been stolen from a valuable book in the pt7 library. Morzat, the library manager, has already gathered some suspects. Contact him on the first floor of the library. Once you start, you can't leave the library until you finish this job. I would suggest writing in the journal at the inn before you start. Klein is waiting for you in pt7 library. pt7, I should say. Great, I didn't expect to end up here again so soon. This place is too dark and smells funny. Gives me the creeps. Good cover, you're just intimidated by the books. Luz, shh. Luz, shh. This is a library, remember? You have to be quiet or we'll be in trouble. Excuse me, I'm here on a request from the guild. Oh, good. I've been beside myself waiting. Please tell me what happened.
Well, we noticed the problem a few days ago. This library is a storehouse for many valuable documents from all over the world. But yesterday we discovered that one of our most prized books had pages ripped out of it.
Oh, call the page, please. It's just a book. What kind of crisis is that? Let's shush. Well, what kind of book was it?
It's a book that documents the history of the Milmana Kingdom. It's even more valuable because it's illustrated. And now the history of the Milmania royal lineage is missing.
This isn't good. Sounds boring. Really boring.
I'm sure you question the urgency of an incident like this. But for the library, and as a storehouse of the world's knowledge, this is a crisis. Alec, you must discover who has done this so we can get the illustration back.
I understand. I'll certainly do my best. Do you have any clues that might help us?
I'll tell you what I know. On the second floor of the library, I've gathered the people who had access to the book. The first suspect is Yonan. He's always in the library. Have you met him before?
Yes, I think I've seen him around. That little four-eyed weirdo has spent too much time reading. Maybe he likes books a little too much. Maybe he wanted to keep a few pages for himself, huh? I would call him a prime suspect.
Well, I'm not certain he's the one. He's usually a hard-working kid and a promising student.
Okay, next. You idiot.
Next is a student of the Spell Institute, Kalpuni. I can't imagine someone attending the Spell Institute would steal, but...
If Tikva can go bad, this guy could too. That makes him a prime suspect.
I understand that anyone can do wrong, but I just don't see it in this one. He's such a normal, serious student. Very polite.
Oh, never mind. Can't you keep quiet for even a second, Litz?
The third person upstairs is Mr. Gantz. He stops by every now and again, reads something in a hurry and leaves. I would say he's on the strange side, and I have no idea where he lives.
That's the one. With a bad fashion sense like that, he is a prime suspect. Well, I would be inclined to agree that his sense of style is lacking. However, it would be hasty to judge another from outward appearance. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Yeah, if you can muster the brainpower to run that thing.
The fourth person is a monk from Amadar Temple. I really don't think it's him, but I had to gather all the possible suspects. In any case, he was very cooperative, which I appreciate.
You can never tell, though. That training, all that stress. Who knows? Maybe he just snapped and tore out pages to vent his frustration. That makes him a prime suspect.
But he's a monk. Don't they have an oath or something?
Oh, never mind. Maybe we could get you to take an oath of silence.
And last, one is my head librarian, Mother.
Librarian?
Why would a librarian be a suspect?
And that's exactly what this criminal is counting on people thinking. That makes him a prime suspect.
Well, I don't know about that. But he was here and he did have access, so I put him with the others. Of course, he readily complied.
Then he's not the one. You are so stupid. Just think before you open that big mouth. Look who's talking, big mouth. That'd hurt if I cared what you thought, idiot. I'm just tired of all your prime suspect crap. Yeah, well, at least I have a detective-like mind. That's defective, numbskull. I know you are, but what am I? Oh! Lutz and Cheryl, enough! We're only going to find out who really did this by talking to everyone. Let's let the library manager continue.
Well now, what was I saying? Oh yes. As soon as I discovered the problem, I sealed the library. I believe the actual criminal is still upstairs.
I've got it.
Got what?
Got what? Whatever it is, hopefully it's terminal. I know who did it. What?
Are you sure, Lutz?
Yeah, sure he's a moron. I have been dedicating a lot of thought to this. Really? It sounds like you were mostly bickering with Cheryl. That's part of my clever plan to fool others. I was working on this problem. Don't know what I'm going to tell you shock you too much, but... Spill it, genius. Well... Cough. No, I noticed something while I listened to the manager's introduction of each suspect. Well, spill. I realized that the answer was before us this whole time. Yes? The culprit is... on the second floor. Idiot, we already knew that. We need to know which of the people there up there actually did it. That's more than one, remember? Well, that was a waste of time. We should start by interviewing the people on the second floor. I agree.
Good luck. When you're done, please come back here and let me know who did this.
Okay, let's find that page pillar. With the great detective Lutz on the case, this won't take long. Yeah, not long before you make a wreck of it. Good thing we have Alec and Marissa to lead the way. I'll do my best.
Let's get started.
Thank you so much for taking the time to figure this out. It's true that as a librarian I had easy access to the book in question. But I've been a librarian for years. Why would I wait until now to steal pages from the books? It doesn't make any sense. I think it's that Gantz guy. I heard he's hard up for money. He doesn't even know how to read. He was reading books upside down. He's the type of guy you should be talking to, not me. I got here late because I had a business affair to attend to, so I didn't open the library on time. What was my business? Well, I can't really say here. It's kinda personal. But it had nothing to do with the case. It took a lot longer than I expected, so when I got here it was nearly closing time. I looked around to make sure everything was okay and bumped into someone. It wasn't Gantz, but I don't remember exactly who it was. Everything seemed alright, so I locked the door and went home. Hello, I'm Kalpuni. I'm a student at the Spell Institute in Rishtat. I'm really honoured to meet you, Marissa. In fact, that's why I come here, to study hard so I can be like Marissa. Do you mind if I ask for your autograph? I hardly think this is the time for... I'm sorry, you're right. First things first. I don't know why I'm being held here. As you know, my interest is Gaia magic. A picture from a history book is not going to help me, so why would I do that? When I arrived, I passed that scary gang-looking guy Gantz, I think. I remember because he was staring at me. It freaked me out. I also bumped into someone when I left, but I don't recall who. I know I didn't see Yonan. That was strange, because he's a regular, and I didn't see him at all. You know, that seems even more suspicious now.
I am Silver, a monk of Amadar Temple. For a monk of Amadar, fortifying the mind is as important as building the body. We hold study of these books in high regard. Since we value them so greatly, why would any monk deface even one book by removing pages? I swear on the Archmonk Iga, I am innocent.
On Iga? That's a little weird, don't you think?
Not once you realize that I admire Iga more than any other.
Okay, whatever you say.
Now, I'll tell you what I told Mozart when he asked me. When I got here, the library was closed. That was strange, because usually the librarian is here before me. The manager opened the door instead and let me in. I remember he had red eyes. He must have been studying all night. When I left the library, I passed another person, but I don't know who it was. I do not recall seeing the one that looks like a gang member. How long are they gonna hold us in this crappy joint? Come on! What the hell? I ain't no suspect. Why are people always judging me without even getting to know me? What? I'm not allowed to come to the library now? I bet none of these jokers even know that my name is Gantz. This is just damn ridiculous. Believe it or not, I'm a quiet person who likes to read. If you'll listen, I'll tell you what I saw when I arrived. When I got here, I passed that annoying kid with glasses. I also passed someone when I left, but I don't remember who. I'm sure I didn't see the Amadar guy though. They creeped me out. I would have remembered. Look, I told you everything I know. Can I please go home now?
Hello, are you the hunter called Alec? My name is Yonan. I passed along the information about the academy at the Romostar River. How can anyone even consider me as a suspect in the theft of the pages? I'm a regular here. Why would I do such a thing? Besides, I'm too busy with scheduled studying to look at illustrated books. And I never take the time to read an illustrated history book. Do I look like the type that would rip out a picture of a princess and her retainers? What? Do you think I'm illiterate? What, my alibi? You still want an alibi? Good God, this is all completely nonsense, but here goes. When I entered the library, there was a guy that looked like a gang member. He was really anxious about something. When I left, I walked past the librarian Miller. I remember that because he had a look on his face, a weird look. I found it strange. The whole time I didn't see the Amadar monk. There, you happy now? I hope you can get this sold so we can go. Yeah, it was you, you little shit.
my Alec. How's it going? Do you know who did it?
Well, sort of.
This is wonderful. I knew they'd sent the right hunter for the job.
The reason I'm not 100% certain is that something still bothers me. Exactly what I was thinking. As each person told their story, it was obvious there were inconsistencies. Perhaps if we examine their statements in more detail. I'll recount what we know. The biggest problem is that the entrance order is not consistent across all stories. She's right. Can't argue with that. Let's just cap it.
What do you mean, Marissa?
I need to think about it a little more, but there's a good chance that someone is lying.
The thief, no doubt.
Well, that, or someone with something else to hide.
That's just the combustion I arrived at.
That's conclusion, you moron.
My realization was more explosive than that, girlie. So, who's lying?
We won't be able to get a good idea until we put their statements in order.
Sounds reasonable.
This is getting interesting.
Of course it is. I'm on the case.
Alright then, let's organise their statements. How should we go about that? Let me see. How about we each take the role of one of the suspects? And we can arrange ourselves in the order of arrival.
Marissa will be Muller, the librarian, and I'll be Silver, the monk.
Lutz will be the gang member Gantz, of course.
Hey, I resemble that statement.
Yonan, Theo, can you be him? I'll try. And that leaves Cheryl to play the student Kalpuni. No problem. Okay, you need to stand in line.
Okay.
Alibi inspection. Okay, let's practice a little. Each of you speak your character's alibi.
I'm Silver of Emadar. When I got here, the library was closed. That was strange because usually the librarian is here before me. The manager opened the door instead and let me in. I remember he had red eyes. He must have been studying all night. When I left the library, I passed another person, but I don't know who it was. I do not recall seeing the one that looks like a gang member. I'm Gantz. When I got here, I passed that annoying kid with the glasses. I also passed someone when I left, but I don't remember who. I'm sure I didn't see the Amadar guy, though. They creeped me out. I would have remembered.
My name is Yonan. When I entered the library, there was a guy that looked like a gang member. When I left, I walked past the librarian Miller. The whole time I didn't see the Amadar monk. I'm the student Kalpuni. When I arrived, I passed that scary gang-looking guy, Gantz, I think. I also bumped into someone when I left, but I don't recall who. I know I didn't see Yonan. I'm the librarian Muller. I got here late because I had a business affair to attend to, so I didn't open the library on time. It took a lot longer than I expected, so when I got here it was nearly closing time. I looked around to make sure everything was okay and bumped into someone. It wasn't Gantz, but I don't remember exactly who it was. Everything seemed alright, so I locked the door and went home. So, from the statements, we can only tell 2 of the 5 were, for certain in the timeline. Oh, me! The Amadar monk Silver and the librarian Muller.
What?
Idiot. The Amadar monk was the first in. We can verify this by asking the manager here. Was he the first in?
Indeed. He was the first one who came that day.
The Muller librarian is the only one that can lock up at night. So he had to be the last one out.
Exactly.
So our task is down to the other 3. Good job, Marissa. She takes after me. How can we figure out the correct order for the other 3? How about this? When Alec talks to you, repeat the alibi of your suspect. For example, if Alec talks to Lutz. Huh? Me? Yes, you would repeat Gertz's alibi. Got it! Then Alec will decide if you are in the correct position for the next correct person for the next position. I see. He'll rebuild the timeline statement by statement. Alec, if you think their statement puts them next in line, say yes. If not, or if you want to hear another statement first, say no. Good thinking, Marissa. Do you understand? I got it. I got it, Marissa.
If this helps you decide who's lying, come to me. Of course, you can check the order as many times as you like. Just check in with me after each attempt.
Alright, let's begin a closer inspection of the alibis.
Yeah, now.
Yes. Good. Well, we have the lineup in order now. I suppose we should hear each story in turn, Alec? The Amadar monk came to the library and had the manager open it for him. He saw someone when he left, but doesn't remember who. Yonan saw Gantz when he entered the room. When he left, he saw Muller, but he never saw the Amadar monk. Wait a minute, that's not right. When Gantz entered, he saw Yonan. He bumped into someone when he left, but it wasn't the Amadar monk. When Kalpuni entered, he saw Gantz and bumped into someone when he left. However, he did not see Yonan. Then Librarian Miller locked the door and went home. Oh, that's everyone.
So, how is the investigation going? Did you find out who did it?
It's all clear now. I have a pretty good idea of who the guilty party is.
It's fantastic news.
If you want to bring the suspects down, we can get this over with.
Certainly, just a moment.
Alright, now that we have you all here, we can finish this. A valuable book has been vandalised, and it's my job to find out who of you did it. Therefore, we've interviewed you all and examined your alibis at length. Upon closer examination, we determined that one of you is lying. And that person must be the thief.
It ain't me.
certainly isn't me. Why am I even standing here?
I am innocent.
Alec, the suspense is killing me. Come on, tell us who did it.
Alright, Lutz. The thief is... Yonan.
Yes?
You're the thief.
What? This is preposterous.
Alec, wait. Are you certain you're not making a grave error? Yonan is a regular here. I know him quite well. He's almost like a son to me. I find it difficult to believe that he defaced our book.
As do I.
Well, Yonan, I arrived at this conclusion after careful deliberation. We organised the alibis into a timeline of that day's events and discovered that you lied.
Only a moron would think they stood a chance before Detective Lutz. You lied. Admit it. Why do you think I lied? I'll have my associate Alec explain that in detail.
Well, when we put the alibis in a row, only yours was inconsistent with the others.
That's the general idea, but I need details. What exactly made you think I was lying? Here, let me explain. For your alibi to work, you had to have met Gantz when you left, not when you entered. You also could not have seen Muller because he wasn't here at the time. Well, I may have remembered the details wrong, but how does that make me the thief? Because you look guilty, mister? If I'm guilty of anything, it's just having a bad memory. You can't call me a thief just because my alibi was a little off. A little off? It wasn't even close. Lutz, calm down. But you can't prove anything. Actually, I believe I can. This should be good. Your alibi was not the only lie you told. There was another. I resent that implication. Actually, it's quite clear. You said you never read a history book, didn't you? Of course. Why would I waste my time with something boring like that? Well then, how did you know that the illustration in the book... How did you know that the illustration in the book was what was stolen? Because... a femme fatale nailed you a... Shh, Lutz. I was told by the manager.
Yes, he's right, of course. I did tell him that we're missing an illustration from the history book.
See? I wasn't deceiving anyone. I haven't perused a history book. Well, looks like the worm's got us beat. We should apologise, I guess. No, there's no need to apologise. Yonan is most definitely guilty.
What? But... Dear heavens. You don't give up, do you?
Yonan, earlier you said that you haven't read a history book. And that you had no need for an illustration of the Milmana princess and her retainers anyway. Your point being? And yet, the manager told you that the illustration of the Milmana royal family was missing.
Right.
Don't you see it? The answer's right there. The manager said the illustration of Milmana's royal family was missing. But Yonan said he had no need for a picture of the princess and her retainers. How did he know that the illustration was specifically of the princess and her retainers? Because the only way he could know that is if he had seen it.
Well, this is certainly interesting.
The missing illustration is of the princess and her retainers, right?
Yes, precisely.
And did you tell Yonan?
No, I didn't.
Supbeaker. Then the only way he could have known is if he was the thief. Yonan is not what he appears to be.
Yonan, did you really tear the page from the book?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. Ha! And so the roach is driven into the light so it can be crushed with the heel of justice.
No!
Lutz, let's hear his side of this first. It had been a long day, and I was tired of studying. All this studying is really starting to get old. I need a change. Perhaps a new kind of book. Let's see. History of Milmana Kingdom. Let's see what this one's about. The last princess of Milmana was served by her chief retainer Roan. Oh, I can't believe this picture. It's... Man, what I wouldn't give to be her guard. She's so beautiful. Maybe if I ripped it out, no one would notice. Nobody's around. No, Yonan. What are you thinking? That's stealing. Besides, Mother would notice eventually. He's got way too much time on his hands. But I must have this picture to gaze upon. The princess is so lovely, and I can copy the text, but I can't hope to make a copy of the illustration. Maybe Muller wouldn't notice if I only took one page. I mean, it's not like I'm stealing the whole book. Besides, even if someone finds the page missing, they wouldn't suspect good, reliable, studious Yonan. I just... What am I doing? Oh no. What was I thinking? Calm down, Yonan. No one saw. Just calm down. Everything will be fine if I just act normally. Right. That's it. I just need to get ready to go home like usual. No one will suspect a thing.
Hey, watch it.
I don't know what came over me. I was out of my mind. When I came to my senses, I found that I was holding a page from the book. Yonan, why didn't you just tell the truth to begin with? Because I was ashamed. This is not something I would do.
I see. Marissa, Alec, I know this. I know that the defacement of this book is a serious crime. But I believe this was an error in judgment, rather than a pattern of criminal activity.
I agree.
So I've decided not to press charges.
You're not sending me up river? What's the fun in that? I worked hard for this conviction. That's conviction, fathead. And you didn't do anything. Marissa figured this out.
You know, maybe Lutz is right. Perhaps Yonan does need to pay for his mistake.
I thought... Yeah, he's doing hard time.
I think he should be the library monitor, reading and cataloguing all books here. He shall report directly to me. So which is it, Yonan? library monitor, or convicted felon.
The monitor position, of course. I don't know how to thank you properly. After what I did, to get this chance again, I'm so elated. I hope you use this opportunity to redeem yourself. Remember, real learning is not just gaining knowledge, but a quest to nourish the ability to see truth. I shall remember that, and believe me, my criminal days are over.
Well, you should start your new job immediately. However, first I think you need to apologize to the people you've inconvenienced.
Of course. I truly am sorry that my deception put you under suspicion.
Yeah, people think I'm the criminal type. Ah. This should teach them that you can't tell a crook with just a look. Crooks come in all shapes and sizes, right, kiddo?
Yes, I believe you made your point.
Long as you got it, kid, I'm out of here.
I have learned from this experience as well. I learned that if you are innocent, patiently trusting in vindication is the best way. With that, I must leave. Please excuse me. Marissa, that was great. Can I have your autograph? Well, I'm afraid. Oh, you're right. It was very rude of me to even ask. Well, see you around. No more tearing pages out of books. I know, I'm sorry. I've learned that lesson quite thoroughly.
Alec, Marissa, and everyone else. Thank you so much for solving this case.
Thank you for giving us a chance to prove ourselves.
Yes, well, speaking of proving oneself, please excuse us. I have much to teach young men.
Marissa, that was a really impressive piece of work. If it hadn't been for you, we would have failed. No, you wouldn't have. You had me. Well, Marissa, thanks. You really did save the job. It was nothing, really. I was glad to help. It makes me feel better about how things worked out with Tikva. Well, I would say that this guild job was a definite success. Absolutely. Let's report that to the guild then. Question is, did I do it right enough? Am I gonna have to do it again? After several inquiries, found inconsistencies in Yonan's testimony that indicated he was the criminal. Because he was so remorseful, Morzat went easy on him. Job complete. It's a 4-star. Got it right. It looks like we've got the Rainbow Bridge Bandits again. According to the Pisces Guild, gang and monster activity on Roma Lakeshore is posing serious risks to lake visitors. Eliminate the culprits. We don't have many details about these thieves. Be on guard. I'm gonna save first since it's gonna be a battle, because yesterday was a thing. This is where the job said the bandits were supposed to be. All I see is a nice calm lake. Hello, lake. Does this seem a little like deja vu? What do you mean? Bandits attacks by a large body of water. Oh no. You don't mean... Ha! Look, there's a person there. It's a girl. Do you think she's one of the bandits? I'm not sure yet. Maybe she knows something about the attacks. I'll ask her. Excuse me? Excuse me? Maybe she's deaf. Sounds like she's got some kind of problem. Problem? Yeah, she's just staring at the lake and sighing. Well, let me see if I have better luck. Excuse me, would you mind? My name is Alec. I was sent here by the Hunters Guild. I'd like to ask you a question or two, may I? Will you listen to my story? Sure. Well, listen then. Is this about the bandits here? In the beginning, I said no. Well? But they forced me. Leave me alone.
You need to promise that you won't do that again.
But I told you, I was just looking at the lake.
We know that.
But what's wrong with watching the lake?
That activity, that piece, is our domain. You see, we were like you once.
Like me? How? I was just contemplating what to do.
Exactly. We were just like that when the great disaster was over. Tired, despondent, alone. Is it not the same?
Yes, it is, but...
Right. We felt our miserable lives were at an end, and we sought to end them in the ocean. But that's when he saved us.
But I never...
I know what you're thinking. Death is not the answer.
But...
Just embrace life and come with us.
Come with you? Where?
We don't know. We're on a magical journey. A journey to build a rainbow bridge in our hearts.
Rainbow Bridge? What are you talking about?
Yes, if you follow the chief with us, you can leave your depressing life behind.
Chief?
Yes, the chief of the Rainbow Bridge gang. There is nothing to fear. If you follow the chief, everything will be great. I can tell you want to join us already. Come on, you can't hide your enthusiasm.
But I don't want to. I think you're weird.
You think we're weird?
Yes, because you are weird.
Then perhaps you can join with the chief to lead us. This is your lucky day.
I guess there's no point in arguing.
Really? Ah, we did it! Guys, she joined!
Hey, I didn't say that. I just said there was no point in arguing.
What's going on here? Chief, we finally found our 7th member.
What? 7th member?
Yes, she's the one. She agreed to be your assistant.
I did no such thing.
But they seem to think you did.
See? She's stubborn and strong. Just what we need. Is it okay if she becomes your assistant, Chief?
Well, the Rainbow Bridge has always been a little more, well, manly.
So you're rejecting her because she's female? We need to look past her beauty and see her strength. After all, isn't it most important that we have a seventh member? But I didn't say I wanted to join.
Don't interrupt. I'm on a roll with the Chief. We'll have you in this gang in no time.
There, why won't anybody listen to me?
Ben, can't you hear what she herself is saying? She doesn't wish to be a part of our association.
Yes, forget about me. Forget you ever saw me.
But Chief, can't you see it? She's lonely, depressed, just like we were. We cannot abandon her to a desperate and lonely life. It would not be true to our colours. Well, you do have a point there, miss.
Whatever. I don't care. Whatever.
We're so happy to have you join. This is a glorious day. Chief, she gave in. Can she join? Nah, whatever. Yay! We now have all 7 members of the Rainbow Bridge Gang. This is fantastic. We need to drink in celebration. Yeah.
And that's how I became the Chief's assistant in the Rainbow Bridge Gang. I see, but why do you feel the need to act out your flashbacks?
You are the bandits robbing people around here? Were you surprised?
Yes, surprised you're so stupid.
Enough chit-chat. Rainbow Bridge Gang, fall in! Give us all the money you have.
Are you insane? Fruitcakes never win. Besides
what?
Well, according to your little flashback, you didn't want your assistant to join. If you're divided before us, you're as good as dead. I think you better get your little rainbow in order first.
But that was...
See?
Chief, do you still resent her? Well, I see. So it's true. Well, the only way to win this is for her to show you her real ability.
What? My ability?
If she can defeat them, will that clear up any doubt in your mind? I believe. Good. Okay then. Find it out with the hunter. Huh? Come on. You have to do it.
Alright, I will.
You take on this band just to prove your worth to me?
Rivers flow, at length become one, and become a large ocean. The ocean is the mother of life. Yes, this is where love is born.
Our lives for love, believers in love, risked one's life for love.
Each of us is small, but when we come together, our power is great, like a roaring river. And in that river, there is power. The Rainbow Love Bridge Gang.
Wait, that wasn't quite right.
No more embarrassments. We need to finish these kids. We need to show them the power of our Rainbow Bridge.
Oh! Get ready, guys.
Really, it missed them all. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
行きましょうか。ライトアロー。もう会いたくないわ。まあ、見てなって。どうだ。いただきま。さあ、行くぞ。悪いな。これで最後だ。相手はあちらだけね。ダークエクストリーム。どう決めようかな。
Yeah, let me think. Probably not. Yeah.
Yes!
We won.
Damn!
You never really wanted to join that gang. Why don't you just leave? Go, have a normal life. Right, Chief?
If she wishes to go, fine. Besides, even with her, our performance was not very good.
Don't pin that on me.
What?
I'm not ready to give up yet.
But you're terrible at fighting.
No, we are terrible at cooperation. With a little practice, we can work as one. Right, guys?
Yeah, you're right. We can do it.
Come on, guys. To the mountain training camp. Love and battle.
Yeah, love and battle.
Come on, Chief. What are you waiting for? We can't start without you. Let's go. Remember this day. It's the start of something big.
Okay, now we have a 7-fruit salad.
Wow. I wonder how the Chief ever got that idea.
Well, we can say with reasonable assurance that they're not coming back here. I'd call this job a success. Let's report to the guild. Aye. Good lord. Oh, the amount from this game that I forgot.
drove the Rainbow Bridge gang from Roma Lakeshore. Despite their increased ranks, job successful. A restaurant worker, Goose, is heartbroken over his missing dog Hearty. Meet him at the restaurant to help him look for the dog. Clyde is employed at the inn, working in the restaurant. He seemed really anxious. You need to see him at once. You're the hunter who undertook my request. You must be. Yes, I'm Alec. I'm so glad you came. I was beginning to think no one would. Just calm down. Oh, sorry. It's no problem. Now then, can you tell me what the problem is? Yeah, sure. My name is Goose. My dog's name is Artie. We've been together an awful long time. You see, since before the disaster. Artie's my best friend, and after the disaster, he's the only family I've got left. We need each other. Why didn't you go find him by yourself, if he's such a great buddy and all? He is. The reason I call a hunter is I don't think he left me. I think he was kidnapped, or he's trapped somewhere where he can't escape. Any ideas where that might be? I'm guessing Romaster River. Lots of weird people there lately, and it's pretty dangerous. You gotta find my dog, Alec. You just gotta. Romaster River. I'll go with you if you want, please. Are you sure? You said it was dangerous. I don't care. If you're with me, nothing bad's gonna happen. Alright. Well, lead the way. Oh, thank you so much. Actually wanted to say before going. Artie! Here, boy! No Artie. At least none that I can see. I don't think he's here. No. No, wait. He might have been caught in the flow and trapped downriver. Watch out! What are you doing? That riverbank is slippery. I don't care. If I don't have Artie, life isn't worth living. No, that's just stupid. Look, what if Artie is alive and looking for you? But you're gone. But you've gone and done something stupid, like drowning in a river looking for him. Who's going to take care of Artie then, huh? Well... Come on, let's go. But what? Monsters. I'm not a monster. I'm trying to help you, you ungrateful little... No, behind you. Cheryl, look out. Goose, step back. Stand ready, guys. Just done the same with my brain. Oh well. They survived? You know, I don't think I have one of these yet.
さーてダークエクストリームまあ見てなって
敵は残り少ないぞ。
勝てるよねカーディッシュダークエクストリーム気の毒だけどもっと学ばなくては。
Alec, are you alright? I'm fine, thanks. This place is a bust. Any other ideas where Artie might be? I don't know why I didn't hit me sooner, but Arnie isn't much on water. He'd probably never come here unless he was thirsty. Didn't it hit you sooner? I thought that... Didn't it... Didn't it hit you sooner? I thought this mutt was your best... Watch it, Cheryl. Well, it might be at Amador. It's about the only place I can think of. Great, here we go again. We should follow him. It's too dangerous to travel alone. Great, just great. So, Goose, any sign of Artie? Nope, nothing. This is really depressing. I mean, look at the size of that crack. You could have fallen in there. We need to go in and check it out. We do not. Get back here. You mad idiot. It's not safe. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just miss Artie so much. Getting yourself killed won't find him any faster. Oh, don't start crying now, you big baby. No, it's the monsters again. Alec, Theo, behind you. Alec. Goose, get back. This one's a great deal of.
いち上がりっと
来るなら来い。
どうしようかなさーてウォータートランブルもう会いたくないわ余裕だぜどれバイバイ
甘く見るなよ。
これで最後だカーディッシュ 手はあちらだけね。俺様の見せ場だぜ。
甘く見るなよ。
これで最後だ。カーディッシュ。
Alec, thank you for saving me again.
Well, that's what we're here for. To protect you and find your dog.
When you were fighting, I remembered that Artie would never come here. His pads are too tender, and this ground is too rocky. I really don't think he's here. Are you some kind of dog-doting lunatic? You're leading us on a wild goose chase. See? I'm so pissed I'm making accidental puns. Cheryl. It's true. He doesn't have a clue where to look, but we're following him. Huh. What now? More monsters? No. It's the Kaoyan Forest. I just remembered. That's where I found Artie. It has to be where he went. Well, there he goes. Should we follow?
I'll give him one more try. To Kaoyan Forest, I suppose.
Alec, this is crazy. He doesn't have any idea where that dog is. He seemed awfully sure this time.
Unfortunately, we don't have any better information. So we better check it out.
You're way too nice. Nah, forget it. Where is he? No sign of Goose or the dog. Goose. Artie, are you there? Come here, boy. Hi, Alec. I wish I had better news, but he's not here either.
Well, we had to at least try.
What if the monsters here attacked him? Oh no, these are the monsters that must have got Artie. Run, get away before they attack.
Let's see what you've got.
悪いな。なんだ？
頑張らなきゃ。相手はあちらだけね。もう会いたくないわ。
That was great. Thank you so much for protecting me.
Well, do you have any idea where the dog is now?
No, I don't. I'm just at my wit's end. It's supposed to... It's stupid to keep looking. I'm just putting all of you in danger.
But that's our job.
Are you giving up? Well, not really. I just realised that Artie didn't need me as much as I needed him.
He left to show me that I can survive on my own. Okay. I'm going home. But you'll never find out what happened to Artie. I don't need to know any longer. Thank you for helping me, though. Artie. This is a weird way to finish the job. Artie was more than a pet to Goose. I think he just needed to keep looking for his own peace of mind. That way he wouldn't have regrets later. Well, that makes sense. Is that why you were following him on this ridiculous search? I just wanted to help him. And it was clear that he was serious about finding the dog. Alec, are you still worried about him? Yeah. Maybe we can check in on him. Yeah, let's. Okay, but just a quick visit. Goose, it's about your dog. He's... I don't want to hear it. I can't reopen that wound. Oh. Oh, Artie, you are my best friend. Yes, Goose. We all know that, but right now I'll call him a nuisance. Nuisance? Why would you say such a terrible thing? Because he is. Is? Don't you mean was? No, that little mud is tearing up the carpet on the second floor. Huh? Really? Artie! Feed that little monster before he eats this whole place. Artie! Oh, you've been here all along. I'm so sorry, I thought you were gone. You must be so hungry. Alec, look at this. It's Artie. Say hi, Artie. That's great. I'm so happy. Can I ask you something? Sure, what? Has that dog been upstairs all this time? Seems like it. The innkeeper said he was caught in a closet. Isn't it funny that we were running all over when he was here all the time? I don't think that's funny. Well, Cheryl, calm down. Yeah, but we could have saved so much time if he had just checked upstairs first. It doesn't matter now. That's all in the past. You found the dog, that's all that matters. I'll appreciate Artie so much more after this. I can see how that would happen. Maybe someday we'll be as close as you. Us? Yeah, you all seem to be so close. It's great. Are you going to feed that mutt this century? Oops, I have to go. Thanks again. See you around. Well, Goose seems happy. I'm glad he found the dog. But all that time... Even though you're talking mad, I can see that you're happy too. What? Hey! It's hard not to like the little mutt. Just a little. It is cute. Indeed. Well, this job is a success. Let's report to the guild. Went with Goose to look for Dog and encountered monsters. Defeated them but didn't find Artie. Job proved successful when Dog and owner were reunited at the end. Now I am a pro hunter. Salabari would like to borrow the Scroll of Truth from his teacher, Earth Wizard Doan, but needs assistance. Contact Salabari at the Spell Institute. Please be on your best behavior on this one. Save.
To bear the unbearable, feel the unfillable. Languish in darkness, though seeking the light. Long for results when results are scarce. Oh, this makes no sense at all. It's all...
Excuse me.
Oh, you surprised me. Ah, you're the friend Marissa spoke of.
Yes, my name is Alec. I've come to fulfill your request of the guild.
Wonderful.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Salabari.
Yes, well, let's get down to business, shall we? I'm working on a very difficult text right now, and have basically hit a wall.
That's not good. Mr. Salabari has been known to neglect students when distracted by a difficult passage.
Bah, please don't let out all my secrets.
Sorry, please continue.
Well, as I was saying, I'm stuck. My former instructor, Earth Wizard Doan, has the Scroll of Truth. I would like you to borrow this from him for me. I need it to unravel the current text I'm working on.
Scroll of Truth,
I'm fairly certain information that will help me immensely is written on it.
Earth Wizard Doan. Marissa, do you know him? By name and reputation only.
Well, that should make it a little easier, shouldn't it? Doan is training at the peak of Mount Amadar. If you tell him that I'm the one requesting it, I'm certain he'll let you borrow it.
All right. What's the matter, Marissa? I don't know. I just feel like Mr. Salabari wasn't himself. Something's wrong. Any idea what? Well, it just doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't he retrieve the Scroll of Truth himself? He knows where it is and who has it. Perhaps he is too busy in his studies to take the time. Yes, but isn't he stuck in that regard until the scroll is retrieved? Doesn't that strike you as very strange? We'll see, I suppose, but I must say that I'm not overly concerned. I've got a bad feeling about this. Whyeth didst thou cometh to the pinnacle of the rocketh? Whateth didst lead thee to this placeth? What did he say? I believe he wants to know why we're here. Oh, is that what he said? We were sent here by Mr. Salabari at the Spell Institute. He would like you to let him borrow the Scroll of Truth. Scroll of Truth, eh? It haseth withineth, iteth the soul of all creation, the ultimate wayeth of the land. It resides in my handeth, and shalt forever be ineth me. This guy's talking like he's got a mouthful of marbles. Do you understand a word this guy's saying, Theo? I'm not sure, but I think I understand a little. Do you understand any of this, Alec? Not really, but I'll have to make the best of this. Sir, can you please speak more clearly? We're having a difficult time understanding you. Thou didst not understandeth? I think he can understand us okay. No, you can't understand anything you're saying. So, you can't understand the tongue of the ancients, eh? Ancient what? Pea-brained mongoloids? The truth of all creation is written within the scroll you seek. Will you lend it to us then? I cannot lend it without cost or tribulation. What? How come? I shall ask you the questions, thank you very much. In fact, why don't I ask you a series of questions? Answer correctly and I'll lend you the scroll. But that's not fair. Yeah, it's perfectly fair. Unless you're less than proficient in mental exercise. But in any case, it's your only chance to get the Scroll of Truth. It appears we have no choice. Go ahead, ask your questions. Good, let's begin. A traveller is lying on the earth after his long journey. What is in his eyes? Diamonds? Good answer. Next question. Did we get that one right? The earth goes on forever, and it ends at the edge of the forever. Who stands in the center of it, and back to back? Ocean? Good. Here is the last question. Listen carefully. This is so nerve-wracking. A rocky mountain is stricken by thunder and crumbles away. From its fragments, some created weapons, and others created castles. Those that made weapons waged war against those that built castles. Who would remain standing in the end? The lawyers. Good answer. Yeah, but was it the right answer?
It does not matter.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
It means what it means. In some cases it may be right, and in another case it may be wrong. There is truly no correct answer. And my questions have no real meaning.
Have you lost your mind?
No, it is the way of the world. Everything you see around you is because you perceive it to be.
I'm getting a headache.
But that is a lesson for another time. This shall be the true trial.
You sure?
I am. In these chests, there are talismans that represent the guardians. One each: fire, water, earth, wind, and light. Your challenge shall be to fight against the monsters I summon. You must fight the monsters while collecting the talismans. However, you cannot defeat all the monsters before gathering all the talismans. Just be certain you collect the last talisman before defeating the last monster. Understand?
If we do that, he will give us the scroll of truth.
Yes.
Alright guys, we haven't much choice here. I expect a good fight. We're ready, Alec. I guess I'm ready to do this too. Well then, let's go.
Alright. Now, hoop. Stop chasing Marissa. She counterattacks. That was all fine, wasn't it? You are among the best I have witnessed. You have earned the scroll. Give it to Salabari.
Thank you. What do we do with all the talismans we collected?
Oh, they are yours to keep. You earned them.
Really? Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, it is nothing really. Now, I'll send you on your way. Goodbye. What?
What's happening? Wait, this is... We're back at the Spell Institute.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even hear you come in.
Mr. Salabari, we got you the Scroll of Truth.
Fantastic.
Here you are.
Indeed, this is truly the Scroll of Truth. This will be invaluable in my current studies. Thank you so much, Marissa. You've chosen to work with a good bunch.
I know. If you ever need another request for us, we're ready to do it any time.
Is this one of your party?
Well, yes. Sort of.
Sort of? That's disconcerting.
What does that mean? Never mind. Calm down, Lutz. Well, we'd better be going now.
Thank you again for the help. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Did Doan ask a number of strange questions?
He did. How did you know?
I suspected. He's been like that for as long as I can remember. He'd ask strange questions of his students and to put them off guard. It's one of the reasons I asked you to go for me.
It makes sense, I suppose. Why didn't you warn us? I should have known better.
What?
I remember Doan little from when he was here. Some of the older students used to tell tales of his eccentricity. In fact, the stories of his strange quirks overshadowed his fantastic abilities. The only part that's truly strange is that I didn't remember it sooner.
That's for sure. You could have warned us. Well, look at it this way. You don't have to go back.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. Come on, let's get out of here, Alec.
With that job a definite success, we should probably report to the guild.
Met Earth Wizard Doan on Amadar Mountain and asked to borrow the Scroll of Truth. He ordered 5 talismans be collected and granted request. Job complete. Morzat is compiling a complete history of events since the Great Disaster, but needs help gathering information. Meet him in the pt7 library.
This job is fairly extensive and time-consuming, I'd imagine. I just want you to know that you won't be able to take other jobs while doing this one. Once you finish this job, report to the manager of the library. Oh, well, hello again, Alec, wasn't it? What can I do for you?
I've come to fulfill the request you placed at the guild. Can you give me the details of the job?
As you know, a great portion of the world's knowledge was scattered or destroyed in the disaster. The purpose of this library has become to gather all this knowledge into one place, again. A reference point, if you will, for all of humankind. We need not only technical information, but stories and legends as well. I would like you to gather information for a book we are creating about legends.
Understand.
I'm especially interested in what Harzan of Amadar and Salabari of the Spell Institute have to say. However, you are free to gather as much relevant information as you can from others too.
Right then, I'd best get started. Marissa. Sorry to interrupt your lesson. We were looking for Mr. Salabari. Is he here? He left a short time ago. I don't know when he'll be back. That's too bad. We really needed to talk to him. Why not try catching him at Lake Roma? He goes there when he wants to think. It's worth a shot. Thank you.
Yes, thanks.
Be careful though, that place is crawling with monsters. Thanks again.
I ain't scared of no monsters. This is... I wonder if it will be useful for Gaia magic.
Look, I bet that's him.
Great, just what we don't need.
Right guys, let's finish this quickly. We need to catch up to Mr. Salabari. Now then, where to find Salabari?
Oh, what's going on down there?
We were hoping you'd be here.
Really? Why have you come looking for me?
I received a job from the guild requiring me to gather historical information for a book in the library. I was told you may have a legend or story of interest for the book.
Oh, well, I do know something about the Ark.
That will do nicely, please.
Well, Igor once told me that the Ark from ancient times held at once everything and nothing. I don't know what that means, but it seems quite deep, don't you think?
Yes, it most certainly does.
Since he told me that one thing, he has never mentioned it again.
Well then, it seems like the perfect candidate for a history book.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, yes, certainly. Well, we definitely got something noteworthy from Mr. Salabari. I suppose we should visit Amadar so we can complete this job, right? Exactly.
You have returned once more. We did not get the opportunity to thank you previously. Please accept our humble thanks for your assistance.
You're welcome. I have returned on a job for the library in Pisces. I was told to interview Master Harzan.
We shall let you enter at once. Open the gate!
I shall escort you to Archmonk Ika. It has been some time since our last encounter. I have been told of your need to collect information for the library in Pisces. In a place with history as long and as rich as Amadar, there are many stories to tell. The Earth Guardian has been kind to us. Earth Guardian? Yes, the Earth Guardian nourishes this land and everything on it. Well, actually, it used to nourish the land. We are not certain of its fate now. The Amadar scripture was created in part from the Earth Guardian's teachings. I see. Thank you for sharing that knowledge with us. Now we would like to interview Master Harzan, if that is possible.
Master Harzan is at the proving ground currently.
Take our guest there, please.
As you wish. Stop! Outsiders have come to the proving ground. They cannot be foolish enough to challenge us. Perhaps they have come for another reason.
I have come because the job obtained at the guild in Pisces demands it.
You're a hunter? Are you the one that caught Tikva?
Yes.
I can scarcely believe our good fortune. Please, you must give us the honor of a match.
What?
Fight us. We beg for the honor of a match with a hunter so great.
It would mean much. Please. I don't have time for a match. I've come on business. I'm supposed to interview Master Harzan for a history book in the Pisces library. I am Harzan. And I shall make a match with my wards a condition of my interview. If you are strong enough to defeat them all, I shall tell you what I know. Really?
This will be great. What an honor. I find it hard to believe.
Well, if that's the only way, let's go. Standing in a line.
よし悪いなもらっておくよ
これで最後だ
させるか
さーてライトアロー俺様の見せ場だってほらよ立ち上がりっと
Most impressive match. You have truly earned your reputation.
Now can you tell me what you know?
I shall uphold my part of the bargain. In times long past, a human king sought to gain ultimate power. He used the power he had discovered to create monsters and do his evil bidding. Consumed by evil, he nearly destroyed the world. What a foolish human this was to think he could wield such power without being destroyed by it.
I see. Thank you for the information.
However, these monks may know something useful as well. You may interview them.
I shall. Thanks.
When you have completed your interviews, please return here so I can escort you out. Amadar Temple's purpose is to train humans in the ways of discipline, for mind and body. The Amadar scripture tells us to live together in harmony with all creatures in this world. The legends state that the world of ancient times was doomed from the start. Its downfall was not a question of if, but when. In times long past, technology was far more advanced than what we know now. However, the world of that time was obliterated by the greed and dark thoughts in the hearts and minds of mankind. In times past, humanity fell victim to evil itself, and it was all due to the greed and ego of one king.
Let's head back.
Right, now to talk to everyone. Literally everyone. This area was much busier before the Great Disaster. This is gonna wreck my voice. I know the legend of the ancient era. The 7 Braves saved the world at that time. You heard about how the 7 Braves saved the world with a box they called the Ark, right? I heard that in the legend of the 7 Braves, the Ark was buried.
I wonder where it was taken.
Hi, good day. Thanks, please come again.
Still counts as someone to talk to. Some students are really fond of our deep-fried foods. That kid, for example.
I believe that even bad food is addictive to certain people of low mental caliber. The food is delicious. I'm especially fond of their deep-fried special. And coming from a fire wizard, that's a high compliment indeed.
Hey, you're not allowed in the kitchen.
I can't talk to you then. Fit to talk to him.
The 7 braves were supposedly chosen by the Guardians themselves in the ancient era. Wonder what a Guardian looks like. Hello, I'm Oval, Master Wizard of Water. As with the Guardians, there is a Master Wizard for the attributes of Earth, Water, Fire and Wind. Legends tell of various kinds of Guardians that looked after the world. But though legends are from the ancient era, who knows if the Guardians still exist now?
Goodbye, Artie.
Isis was damaged in the Great Disaster, but we all pulled together to repair the damage. It was hard work, but we really needed to do it to get our sense of control back.
Yeah, that pup goose is a kick in the pants. After the Great Disaster, things were pretty bleak around here. Yep, even lost a few to suicide. It's not my style, but I can't say as I don't understand what they were thinking. It was a hard time for everyone.
The Great Disaster buried whole kingdoms beneath the sea. Those people and their culture are lost to this world forever.
When I was out looking for Artie, it gave me time to think about what I was really doing. I don't think I was searching for Artie so much as searching for a reminder of our friendship. I'll just be an innkeeper. I heard about all the trouble that knuckleheaded goose caused. That's par for the course with that weird kid, I'll tell you. Come again, anytime. I'm a wizard specializing in wind control. Yes, a wind wizard, if you will. Actually, the wind wizard. You know, during the Great Disaster, spellmasters worked alongside hunters and Amadar monks to save humanity. My only regret is that we didn't save more of the parents. There are so many orphans now. It's such a shame.
I know this sounds weird, but I think there's a girl in that pot. No, not on the pot, in the pot.
Welcome, look at my mini goods. Nothing remotely interesting.
Yay!
But we're not playing it.
Said talk to everyone and I meant it. Due to the efforts of the guild and various societies, we managed to rebuild much of the town. In fact, more of the towns were built than I thought I would ever see in my lifetime. When the disaster happened, they say hunters and Amadar monks saved a lot of people.
The Weapons Society gets most of its income from donations, used generously. Come again. And I can't get up in the back.
The Great Disaster was the worst thing that I've ever experienced. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Almost any family you talk to lost at least one loved one in the Great Disaster. It's a shame, I tell you, but we're trying our darndest to move past it.
Chance chicken. Your cards.
Huh.
God, there are still so many to get. Take it no one in here will have anything interesting to say.
There's no way to rush the technology of synthesis. It's just simple trial and error. Just the info guy. The Item Society was created to improve the quality of life for those that survived the Great Disaster. The Monster and Weapons Societies share a similar purpose. The other guy will just be the synthesis guy. Okay.
After the disaster, scores of people were saved from death by hunters and Amadar monks. We owe a lot to those guys, yes sirree.
During the Great Disaster, many hunters sacrificed their lives to save others. It's a time I don't like to remember. I lost a lot of good friends. I was saved by a hunter during the Great Disaster. That experience is one reason I became a hunter too. You and Alec both. I came here to read a book, but everything here is too boring. I keep falling asleep. Study, study, study. Excuse me. Who are you? I really can't be bothered. Leave me alone. I'm sorry, but I've been asked to compile a historical document. Oh, so you've come to tap my reservoir of historical knowledge? Well, kind of. So what would you like me to tell you? I'd like to know about the Great Disaster. The Great Disaster? What's wrong? I lost everything I had in that terrible time. My country, Milmana, was destroyed. Fortunately, I managed to escape to this blessed place, but my friends were not so fortunate. Milmana was a beautiful place, but sadly it has disappeared without a trace. I'm sorry to hear that. However, just because the land itself is gone does not mean that hope is lost. I believe the Princess of Milmana will rebuild the kingdom in another place. That is one reason I am studying so hard. I wish to contribute to Milmana's return. You see, my family has served the royal family of Milmana as chief retainers for generations. My father, Roan, was the 6th chief retainer. He drilled our duty into me from the time I was very, very young. My only meaning in life is to save the princess and carry forward the lineage. I just wish Father were here to help me. The only memento I have left from him is a vacuum cleaner belt. He left me that from the time when he was undercover. I'll cherish it always. Well, I must say that story is quite impressive and will be very helpful. Thank you. Good. Well, I better get back to my studies. Good day. Well, good day then, and good luck. Might have just been him. Did want to talk to the other person up there though, you know. So you finally come. Morzad is the one you should talk to regarding that. He's right downstairs.
Ah, Alec. Have you completed the interviews we need to put in the history book? Of course, interviews with Harzan of Amadar and Salabari of the Spell Institute are the most important.
Yes, I've completed interviews with both of them.
Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful news. Are you finished with the job then?
I have enough. I have enough interviews. Let's call this job complete.
Alright then, let's see what you have here. My, this is a most excellent collection of historical accounts. They will make a fine addition to our history book.
Is the interview information ready?
Yes, it's just come in.
Wow, this is really impressive work.
Yes, I was just saying that this will be a fine addition to our library. It's difficult to estimate how great the impact of this knowledge will be on future generations. Thank you, thank you.
I'm glad you're happy with the work.
We're going to compile this into a new book. When it's ready, it will be on the bookshelf at the very end. Please have a look.
I shall, thanks. Well, we'd better report this to the guild. Conducted interviews with many people, including Harzan of Emadar Temple and Spell Institute instructor Salabari. Librarian was pleased with information. Job complete. Tikva's old neighbours have heard noises coming from his house, which should be vacant. They want a hunter to investigate and will be waiting in front of the house. I'd like to believe this is all a misunderstanding, but you better treat it as a crime until you know better.
Save first though, because I don't want to talk to everyone again.
Hello, Ellie and Vicky. Well, hello again, Marissa. We're keeping your house in tip-top shape while you're away. I knew you would. Thanks. Things have changed around here lately. Really? Yes, so much so that we had to request the guild to send us a hunter. I just don't know what's taking them so long. Well, consider the wait over. My friend here is Alec. He was sent to answer your request.
Hello.
Oh. Wow. You're mixing in mighty fine company these days, Marissa.
The job said something about strange sounds. Can you give me more details?
Oh yes, of course. Well, since Tikva left for Amadar Temple, we decided to clean his house. but there's been these weird sounds coming from inside, and we're afraid to go in. Nobody is living in the house? No one I know of. I think it's a robber. Well, I say it spooks, and I don't like it one bit. Whatever it is, it sure is noisy. Yeah, we even peeked in once, you know, just to check. And no one was there. Could it be the wind? Rodents? There, could it be the wind? Rodents? A loose board? No. It was much more distinct than that. I really think it's a ghost, but we can't really tell since the room is so very messy to begin with. In any case, we have to get in there to clean it, but only after whatever it is has gone. Indeed. Perhaps it's a cat. No, I'm fairly certain it's a human-like creature. Human-like? Well, whatever it is, please find out for us as soon as you can. I just hope it's not a thief. Tikva would be crushed.
We'll do our best to straighten this out.
Thank you so much.
Seems empty enough to me.
I agree. Nothing to be seen nor heard here, except a mess.
Well, they have to have heard something. Question is, what?
I haven't the foggiest, really. Could be Tikva returning for items to take to Amadar.
I doubt that. Once his training has started, he can't leave until it's complete.
I say the old lady's a battier than all get out and imagine the whole thing.
Really?
Yep. And that constitution makes this case closed.
That's conclusion nuts.
You know what I meant. Anyway, the old bags and nuts. Job complete. Let's get out of here. Wait. Someone is here.
What?
Where? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure, you rot-brained splaz. Over there, behind the bookshelf at the back.
Yeah.
Do you still hear it?
It's behind the bookshelf. Not this one. There's nobody here.
I'm sure I heard it. Hey. I get it now. Missy Rockmouth here just wants to scare me. No, there were sounds of a person over there. Oh yeah? Big surprise here. Nothing. But there's tons of great books. Let's see. Whoa. Did you find something? Yeah, I found out that Tikva is a bigger freak than we thought. You should see some of these. Ah!
Newt, are you alright? What happened?
I'm, fine. Just dropped a stack of books. Just like you to make a bigger mess of things.
Well, since no one seems to be here, we should probably go.
I hear that. Wait. Something still isn't quite right in here. No, knock it off. I'm trying to see where that sound I heard before came from. Me? I didn't do anything.
What? Well, that definitely was the sound. Where'd that come from?
Who's there?
Don't even think about drawing that weapon.
I wouldn't think of it.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Who are you? Are you a friend of Tikva's? Tikva. Who's that? Well, if you don't know Tikva, who are you and why are you here? My name is Wyatt. I needed to get some information from these books. Without permission? I didn't have a choice. No time for manners. I had to get the information in the book, regardless of the cost. But why did you sneak in? I'm sure Tikva wouldn't have minded if... Yeah, I know. But no one was here when I came, and the neighbours were out. If you'd waited, the woman next door would have let you in. All the noise you were making over here scared them to death. I didn't mean to scare anyone. I just needed the information for a specific type of weapon synthesis. Weapon synthesis? Yes. I'm on the verge of discovering how to synthesize a really powerful gun. Really? Come on. I've collected a whole bunch of synthesis information from all around the world. And I think I finally discovered the legend of weapon synthesis. Legend of weapon synthesis? Yes. The inventors of the gun I'm trying to make discovered its synthesis method through the legend. I have no idea what you're talking about. Good, now shut up and let him continue. The legend says, combine the gun with the feather-like black metal with it. If you succeed, the dawn of a new era of weapons will begin. Sounds like a bunch of rambling to me. I believe it was supposed to be hard to decipher, so the inventor could keep it a secret. A gun and a feather-like black metal? Ah, I've got it! It's way too simple. Are you really certain this time, Lutz? Do you really have the solution? Yes, Alec, listen up. There must be a weapon called gun that you need to synthesize with a feather-like black metal. Simple, huh? Well, that is simple. Why didn't I think of that? What, he's right? See? Of course he's not right. I'm not stupid. Hey. So now you're making fun of me. Wait. The gun part it talked about must be the gun you're carrying. You know that much, right? Yes. I was noticing what nice shape your firearm was in. You must oil it regularly. I've been through thick and thin with this thing. It's like a member of my family, you know? Like it has a spirit, a mind of its own. I know this sounds crazy, but sometimes it seems like this gun and me have become one. I know exactly what you're talking about. My most trusty weapons are almost like a part of me, the best part. They're always at my side, never more than an arm's length away. There will come a time when they won't be near, though. I can't imagine when that might happen. Simple. When you die. Die? That might be true, but that's a long way off, and I'm not even thinking of that right now. You never know when your number's up. Anything can happen at any time. Okay, enough of this revolver and shotgun loving. Let's get back to that weirdo legend of weapon synthesis. It said, a feather-like black metal. Wait, I've got it! It must be a metal in the shape of a feather. Feathers, even. Idiot. I think it means something light like a feather. Maybe a light alloy or something? I believe you're right. The feather-like black powder is probably a light alloy. Okay, no problem. If you know the gun you need and what the black powder is, why not synthesize them? Because it said to synthesize them with it. And I have no idea what it is. What it is? In the riddle, lunkhead, it said to combine those two items with it. So, you were trying to discover what the it in the riddle might be, then? Well, with all the books on synthesis Tikva was collecting, the answer might be here. That's what I thought. But these books are much harder to understand than I expected. Yeah, I hear that. Just browsing a few of them gives me a headache. What do you say we just give up and call this job finished? No, I'll not leave until I know the identity of the last ingredient. What to do? I'm going to help him. What? I think he's sincere in his quest, and he really knows his weapons. All we have to do is help him, and he'll leave. Seems simple enough. I agree. I think Tikva would approve. Thank you, Marissa. Well, what about you, Alec? Are you sure? Yes. Weapon synthesis is my speciality, so if anyone's suited for this, it's me. Okay, you can count on our help then. Thanks, Alec. I guess I'm in too. Wyatt, I'm familiar with weapon synthesis. Let me help you. So you understand what I'm talking about then? Yes, I understand the struggle. What's your name? I'm Cheryl. Cheryl. Thanks. I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart, though. You're not? No. I expect to get something out of this, namely that synthesis recipe. I see. Is that a problem? No problem at all. Sounds like a fair deal to me. Alright then, where do we start looking? Do you have any clue at all about the last ingredient? Yes, there's mention of it as part of another legend. Let's hear it then. It lies at once both deep and high. One will have it, or will not. One for all and all for one. Differ not him and thee, shining among all. I was hoping it would be more straightforward. It hardly seems like enough to go on. There has to be a clue to solve this riddle somewhere in all these books. I was searching when you originally barged in on me. I guess we have to find a clue then. There are 3 bookshelves, and each is arranged with books on the left and right. Each section appears to have a different type of book. We'd better search all 6 sections. Leave this to me. What's this? Did you find a clue? Hold on a sec, I'll take a look. Alatos document by I.W. Carter. In memory of Dr. H. Lucy and Dr. S. Attu's sterling work beforehand. Today's weather, 1 cloud, later 2 clouds, later 3 clouds, later many clouds. Tokoko village is in the forest, but Choco has nothing to do. Choco is bored. Choco take nap. Choco had weird dream. Today's weather, don't know, because I'm sleeping. Choco had many weird dreams. Which would dream about cake? No dream for cake. Choco will go outside of forest today. Which is better, ocean or mountain? Choco will go to ocean to see funny dolphin. Choco's still dreaming, but how is this writing with Choco asleep? Oh well. Choco went where the smell came from at Amadar Mountain. I met Monk. He looks like emoji. That emoji, like Amadar Monk said, words that make Choco's head hurt. According to the highest wisdom, the value of life is equal to all people. Therefore, Choco is equal to all others. Weird. Choco is same as Amadar Monk. It makes Choco's head feel funny. This is where the translation of the document fragment ends. This Alatos document, dubbed Choco's Journal, is written by Dr. H. Lucy and Dr. S. Atu. That was a weird book. Highest Wisdom, Avatar Mountain. None of it makes any sense. Ah, this book. Cheryl, did you find a clue? Well, no. But I did find a really great book on gun design I've always wanted. Sorry for making you jump. Cheryl, please don't do that anymore. You scared me. It's really messy around here. Still trying to get the books in order. Wait a minute, there's something in the back of this stack. Oops. What happened, Cheryl? I dropped a few books. Huh. It sounds like Lutz is back there. Hey, don't put me in the same class as that klutz. Just be glad I'm doing this and not you. What did you find? A map. I found a map. Walk from Amadar Temple and you will arrive at Lake Roma, a deeply spiritual place. Lake Roma. I bet that has something to do with the deep part of the riddle. This seems to be just a stack of books on monsters. I don't think it has anything to do with synthesis. Are you sure? You think the monster will have something to do with the materials we're looking for? Well, perhaps a monster is guarding the missing material. I hadn't thought of that. Let's have a look at these then. Monsters Illustrated. A number of monsters have attacks specific to their species. For example, if a Hemoji attacks you, you can become a Hemoji and lose power in battle. Recovery requires power jelly. Well, this isn't anything more than all of us all know already. But what if we look at it more closely? Why? If a Hemoji attacks you, you can become a Hemoji. Big deal. We already know that. Cheryl, that's the clue. Huh? Hey, these are Igor's books. Well, that makes sense, because Tigler was seeking ultimate strength. I suppose he looked up to Igor, who mastered the way of Amadar. The way of Amadar. To know the way of Amadar, one must undergo strict training at Amadar Temple. One who completes this course will be rewarded with a strong mind and body. And that one will come to know that it is their task to love every creature and avoid unnecessary killing. I don't think that's a clue at all. Let's think about it. Wait, this is it. What? Read it. Amadar is an ancient temple dedicated to the glory of the Earth Guardian. Everything in this world is blessed by the Guardians, and it is by their grace that the balance of nature is maintained. Amadar Temple exists because of the Earth Guardian. At the peak of Mount Amadar, the Earth Guardian is worshipped. The philosophy of Amadar is summoned up as deep wisdom from on high. Deep wisdom high. This is it. This is what the riddle was talking about. There are books for weapon synthesis here. Wow, this is quite a good collection actually. Let's see. Did you find anything useful, Cheryl? He has a lot of weapon synthesis books, but they're not really too out of the ordinary. Nothing about legendary synthesis or the lost material. Really? Well, I'm sorry. This weapon here is my best bud. I named it Marin.
She's sexy and smart, just like you.
What?
Don't sell yourself short. You're a package and a half.
Excuse me?
Yep. Get a little meat on those bones and you'll be a knockout. The fact that you know weapons is just a bonus. Got the solution? Sure.
Yes. Here, let me read the legend again. It lies at once both deep and high. One will have it, or will not. One for all for one. Differ not him and thee, shining among all. It is most certainly referring to the material. I believe the context implies that someone possesses the material. Do you have any idea who that might be? Amadar Monk? Emoji. I think it's talking about an Amadar Monk emoji. What's that? I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Are you feeling okay? Yes, why? No reason. I think we need to think this through a little more carefully. Really? Fine. Here's the Amadar Monk emoji, so... The answer must be Himoji. I read one of the books that said when one is attacked by Himoji, one becomes a Himoji. Differ not him and thee must be referring to a Himoji. You know, when the attack, there becomes no difference between the two. That just might be it. And then it ends with shining among all. So I would bet that means there is a shining Himoji somewhere. All we need to know now is the location. Any ideas, Cheryl?
Peak or park? It'll be peak, won't it?
I believe it's at the top of Mount Amadar. Top of Amadar Mountain, even. The deep must be referring to the meditative state of the monks, and the high part must be referring to the physical topography of the mountain. The Earth Guardian Shrine is also at the peak of Amadar. It must be at the top of the mountain. I can't think of anywhere else it might be. You've convinced me. What do you think, Alec?
You're right. It has to be there.
Wait, I think we figured out the riddle. We're going to try to get the vinyl material right now.
I hope you're right about this. It would end a long journey for me.
Why so glum? I thought you'd be happy about this.
No, I'm happy. I'm just tired, I guess. It's been a long time in coming. Okay, let's go.
Just the words I wanted to hear. What? What's wrong? Aren't you coming with?
I can't.
But this is the moment you've been waiting for. The last material for the synthesis. Don't you want to finish it with us?
I have some business to finish.
What? Where?
The Weapons Society. I need to go to the Weapons Society with the other materials. You go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Okay, I guess we'll meet you there.
Hey Cheryl, come on. We've got to go.
I'm coming.
Yeah, well, you better hurry, or we'll be gone.
Okay, we'll meet you at the Weapons Society, Wyatt. See you soon.
Cheryl,
Yes?
make me proud out there. Well, we're at the peak of Amadar Mountain.
Next time remind me to sit out the hike. My feet are killing me. Hey look, there's a group of emojis. Look, one of them is a shiny gold colour. That has to be the shining one referred to in the riddle. I think you're right. It's him. Whoa, whoa! It's coming this way! Step back. It's getting closer. Marissa, look out. They're all coming. We're going to have to fight. I suppose I wouldn't be able to carnage the king, would I?
お宝ちょうだい。ナイスプレイ。バイバイ。
甘く見るなよ。インパルスボム。悪いな。
Oh, fight over.
悪いな。
We defeated the golden emoji. Yeah, we got the final ingredient for that synthesis recipe. Inferno powder. We better get back to Pisces with it. I'm certain Wyatt is waiting. Said he'd meet us at the Weapons Society. Great, to the Weapons Society then. Doesn't appear if Wyatt's here, yet. That's weird. Said he was coming here and he's had plenty of time. Well, I'm thinking he lied. Shut up, Lutz. He said he'd be here and he will come. He just must have gotten delayed somehow. Perhaps he already came and left the materials. Why don't we ask the staff? Good plan. Excuse me, was Wyatt in here earlier? What? No doubt about it. Haven't seen Wyatt in a long time. Synthesis of a new weapon? No, I haven't seen anyone about that recently. What's going on here? Was he just trying to get rid of us? He must be late because he had to get the other materials. No, remember? He already had the other materials. Then what happened to him? Well, one thing's for sure. We're stuck without that joker. What could have happened? This is terrible. We finally have the last item for synthesis, but no Wyatt. I say we track him down and try out that infernal paddle on him. Shut up, Lutz. It's not his fault. He would be here. Something terrible must have happened. Yeah, he realised you like him. Come on, guys. Do you always have to fight? We have a problem to solve here.
Did you say Wyatt?
Yes. What's the matter?
Oh, I just remembered something. Wasn't he the one that was interested in that legendary synthesis?
Do you know about that?
Hold on a second. Let me ask the smith. He'll know. here right now, looking for him. Now, aren't they a little late? Why? What? Well, actually, we do have 2 items for synthesis here. What? But you said you didn't know anything before. What's going on here? The reason no one remembered is that Wyatt dropped them off almost a year ago. He came into the shop, dropped off the materials and left. I remember now. That's right. He said he wanted to try some legendary synthesis, but was missing one ingredient. But that can't be true. We just talked to him a little while ago and arranged to meet him here. What? Oh, no way.
Are you calling me a liar? Wyatt told us he'd meet us here.
That can't be. It can't be true.
Why? What are you all stammering about?
Because Wyatt is... well, he's dead.
What? Pardon?
He's really dead?
This has to be a bad practical joke.
I'm completely serious. He died a year ago.
What?
I'm getting shaky knees, folks. Talk to me. Make it good news.
No. I won't believe it. It's a lie. Admit it. He was real. I saw him. That smile. It was real. Cheryl. Could it have been someone else? Right. We were with him a short time ago. And when we left to get the 3rd material, he said he'd meet us here.
Definitely sounds like Wyatt. A year ago he was looking for a legendary synthesis method. And we told him to try Tikva's house because the synthesis books were better than the libraries. So he went there to look for a clue as to where to find the last component he needed.
What? Then he must be... Cheryl. There must be lots of people who come in here with crazy synthesis quests, right? This is just some kind of funny coincidence, right? No, I don't think so. Seems like something Wyatt would do. Stop! La 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 la. I'm not listening anymore. Well? Pardon? Where are the materials this person from a year ago left?
Oh, right. Those. Hold on. I'll be right back. That's everything he left.
So what do you have?
He left a light alloy and a weapon. He called it...
Mariana. He called it Mariana.
Yes. How did you know?
Marianne even. Marina?
Marina. Yeah, Marina.
I just do. Don't ask me how again.
White used to tell us that this gun was part of his soul or some such nonsense.
It's not nonsense. So, how did he die?
Well, I don't want to know. La 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 la. Loots.
Who cares how he died? This job will end whether we know or not. Why listen to more freaky details? Come on, Alec, let's go. This job is so done, and I'm getting creeped out. No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it all.
But
Lutz, I have to know, please. Whoa, she said please. So how did he die? He found what he thought was the location of the last component, at Romer Lake. When he got there, he saw that a child was drowning. The boy was saved, but Wyatt didn't make it. He must have taken that one clue in the book wrong. Cheryl, what are we to do with the Inferno powder now? Wait, no. Alec? Cheryl, what are we to do with the Inferno powder now? Why are you asking me? Without you, we would have never found it. And you knew Wyatt best. This ally and the assault gun, they're mementos of a man. No, like you said, they are him. What will we do with him, Cheryl? I think if he was still alive, he would have wanted to see the product of this synthesis. We should complete the synthesis. Right. I think you made the right choice. Yes. I just want to say that this whole thing is just creeping me out. Okay, here's the final component for the synthesis. Inferno powder. So let's see what light alloy, an assault gun, and Inferno powder make. Right away. I think we have a winner. Check this out. It's a shotgun. The synthesis resulted in a new class level of gun. Whoa! I guess I made the right choice. I think Wyatt would be proud. I'll display this here in the Weapons Society in memory of Wyatt. What? That power popper is way too excellent to leave on a wall. Lutz. No, I think he's right. It belongs here as a tribute. But no buts. She's right, Lutz. I think Wyatt would have wanted it this way. Okay, now that we've completed this task, we should go. Wyatt. Cheryl. I didn't know. Didn't know what? I didn't know you were into older guys. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. It's not your fault you weren't born with good taste. Don't you ever stop. You are such an idiot. Guys, enough. Okay. This job's a success. Well, the ending was a little sad, but I guess we did okay. Let's go. Wait. Help! Enough clowning around. Let's report back to the guild. Wyatt had been in Tikva's house, researching the synthesis of a new weapon. The Weapons Society confirmed he had been killed in a drowning accident much earlier. Job complete. It was just a ghost. That's the one with... it's gonna be wordy as all hell though, isn't it?
Talking non-stop for almost 3 hours. Can't do that. Oh, I love this game, but it takes a toll on my voice like nothing's business. Grateful for doing the voices though. Like to make an effort. So that's gonna be all for today. I'll let my voice heal up. And there'll be more tomorrow. Bye.